Sup people, I'm making this video because I recently got a, not recently, I have these servo motors since a while, but I didn't know how to use them. I mean, I knew how to use them, but by using libraries, which means, I don't like to use libraries because I feel like you don't really know what you're doing, and there are a lot of people out there who says, I know electronics, I know robotics. They know shit. It's like they drive servo motors, but they don't even know what they are injecting to these cables. When they make projects, they just take libraries and then they kind of make a puzzle, not puzzle, but they take pieces that have been already made and just put them together, and then they have a really complex project, but they don't even know how they got there. And I have been seeing that a lot for a while here in Mexico, my country. It's okay when we're talking about kids. I mean, it's not okay, but I think you don't need to tell them everything at the beginning because you're going to get them confused. So it's better if they use libraries or they use basic stuff when they start to learn. But I wouldn't do that. I mean, because they're learning programming anyway, not necessarily electronics. But if you want to teach someone electronics, I think it's okay to use libraries with these purposes, but it depends, because if you want to teach someone electronics, like in my old school, I remember that we were taking electronics and they were teaching us Arduino. What the fuck? And nobody knew what was going on. I'm not even sure if the teacher knew it. So yeah, it was pretty bad. That's why I didn't like it, because just a lot of memorizing stuff all the time. The same with math and all these things, and people think they know something, but they don't know anything. I include myself. I mean, I'm gonna be able to drive this servo motor by knowing what I'm doing. I mean, I already know now that I will have. Well, I'm learning it. I still don't know it, but I have been taking this video that teaches you how to explains you how to use a servo motor without using libraries. And I really kind of understand what's going on so far, so that's pretty good. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm not an expert either. I mean, I don't really know what's going on inside this microcontroller. But I mean, I kind of have an idea, but that's all I have. I wouldn't be able to replace these serial portal if it's damaged. So or I wouldn't be able to hack, like hackers and that people who I wouldn't be able to do any modifications and any complex modification to this, because I don't really know how it works. But I will study that in the future, so I hope I can understand that, because I cannot be using this without understanding it. Now I'm just using it in order to generate waves and square waves and things like that, because I have to use these servo motors. At least I know what this is delivering me and how to program it, but I still don't know what's going on inside the circuit. That it's not. I know it's a microcontroller, but that's not it. It's just not enough for me or for anybody. I think everybody. There's a lot of things, but you should understand as much as you can. But what I see in our society is that we don't really pay effort in really understanding, or at least here in Mexico, because I have seen some videos in English of people from the US or other countries trying to explain how it works. I think education is changing, but here in Mexico, I don't know. I'm not in school right now. Maybe it has changed here as well. I hope so, because we really need it. I will film another video when I get this to work, or when I'm able to use these motors without any library or anything like that. So see you later, alligator.